Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with another project for PaperHouse Productions. And for this challenge, we were asked to work with these sets of three-dimensional destination stickers. And so I have kind of cut out all the pieces that I think I'm going to use. And you saw there I pulled out 4 packs, and I ended up only using 2 of them. And what I did is I just put them on like some old sticker backer paper and cut around the shape. So now they are on that plastic backing, and I can kind of play with the placement of them around my layout without having to commit. And so what I'm going to do is I went ahead and cut down my piece of white cardstock just 1/4 of an inch and then backed it with that diagonal stripe. And this is from an old pink paisley paper pad. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I printed out this image of a map, like outline of the United States. And I'm just going to take my the junky washi I keep on my desk. So I keep a roll of washi tape that I don't really like. I got it for free somewhere. And I use that to hold my template in place. And then I'm going to use my piercing tool to just create holes all the way around the outline of the United States. And then I went ahead and put a dot where I knew about where Phoenix and Washington, D.C. were. And then I'm using one of my thicker tools to draw an arc. And so this is going to be like our flight path. And I'm going to go ahead and add some holes because I'm going to be stitching along that as well. And then I go ahead and all I do is remove then that template so you don't see any of those lines or things that I drew. And all I have underneath is just my guidelines or my holes for how I'm going to stitch and create this map. So then through the magic of YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and do all of that stitching with black outline around the map. And then I'm going to use a red, like a real deep red that matches that pattern paper. And that's what I'm going to use for my flight path. And so I went ahead and did all of that off screen. And then I found this little tiny wood veneer airplane, and so I'm going to go ahead and include that on my flight path. And then I'm grabbing a couple of these stickers. So one of them is just a star, and then one of them is like the seal of the United States, so it makes it look like, you know, it's the national capital and it's all official. And so those stickers are going to be the end points of my flight plan. And I'm just going to grab some of these adhesive dots so that I can put that airplane on there. And then I go ahead and peel off that plastic sticker backing, and my stickers are still sticky, but I've been able to kind of test where my placement is to know that that's where I want them to go. And so then I'm going to start to work on the bottom half of the layout. So this is going to be a title page for my Washington, D.C. travel album. And this is a trip that I took with just one of my kids. So I have 3 kids, and each one of them gets to pick. Every few years, we do a one-on-one trip where just that kid gets to go on a trip with mom, just the 2 of us. And so this is going to be the title page for my son's trip to Washington, D.C. And so I've printed out a picture that's just a kind of a close-up of a map down there in the bottom. And I wanted to go ahead and make some banners. So I went back and pulled out some pattern paper that kind of matched the feel of Washington, D.C., as well as the stickers that I'm using from PaperHouse and kind of the feel of the layout. And I'm just going to create some banners here with these strips that I cut. So I'm going ahead and I'm cutting them the different lengths that I want them to be. And then I'm going to add just a little banner edging to the bottom. And I know that I want this to kind of fill in that space off on the right-hand side, because I'm going to do some journaling, and I have a few little stickers from the sticker packs that I want to add still down here in the details as well. And so I did go ahead over my photo, and I added the banner that has Washington, D.C. Written out on it. I know it's kind of hard to see in the video because it has a metallic finish to it, and it's on a dark blue color. And then I went ahead and nestled a little embellishment cluster underneath that has different little stickers from that Washington, D.C. pack, as well as the Let Freedom Ring pack. And so like there's a couple of stars and a flag and one that says We the People. And so those are all kind of nestled in underneath there. And then I'm just going to arrange how I want these banners to fit and what length I want them to be. And I know that I'm going to use the cream and gray colored ones to go ahead and do some journaling on there, just talking about the sights of Washington, D.C. and how much we enjoyed traveling there together for 6 days and doing a sleepover at the Smithsonian. So that's just kind of what my journaling is going to talk about. It's kind of like a preview to what's going to be inside this travel album. So once I line all those banners up the way I want them to be, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this washi tape, and then I'm going to extend it over the edge so it looks like the banners are actually hanging from that shelf. And I just flip up the edges of the bottom a tiny bit to give it a little bit of dimension. And then I'm going to go back to my sticker packs and make sure that I'm getting everything that I want on here and kind of adhered down. So I can remove all of that plastic sticker backing now because I'm pretty satisfied with where things are going and how they are layering up. So then all I have left to do is go ahead and create all of those different layers. There was a little white border around this flag, and I decided I didn't want that white border, so I just went ahead and cut it off. And then I'm going to layer everything up. So I really like seeing ideas from you guys as well as terms of what you're doing for title pages. So title pages seem to be something that I really struggle with because I don't want to put, all my photos and all my information on my title page. But I want to give a good idea of what's going to be kind of involved in that album. So if you have some really great title page ideas, I would love to see them. If you want to tag me in them or share a link with me down below so that I can check out what you guys are doing for title pages too, because that's definitely something that I struggle with a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and adhere these two little arrows along that washi tape border, and both of those came from the Let Freedom Ring destination sticker pack. And then I'm also going to use this White House down in this bottom right hand corner. And that one's also three-dimensional. And that one came from the Washington, D.C. Destinations pack. And I really like these packs of stickers because they have just tiny details. So it's not going to be these huge overwhelming stickers that overpower your spread. But they really do have a lot of intricate detail that add a really nice, little finishing touch. And I really like that about them. So I'm just flipping through to see if there's anything else that I want to add, and I tried this Washington, D.C. banner, and there's no good place to fit it and make it happy. And I know that I also want to continue the look of these stickers throughout other places in the album. Since this is just the title page, I don't want it to be like a huge sticker sneeze where I've just plastered all these stickers on here. I would rather do some subtle details. Like I'm adding a little crest right there. I'd rather have those subtle details and then continue these little accents throughout the rest of his album as well. So as I continue working on this album, I'm sure you'll see more and more of those little stickers popping up. And that's going to do it for this layout. So do make sure to head over to PaperHouse Productions and check out these stickers. They have them for pretty much every destination you can think of. And I'll see you soon.